beautiful collective. Okay, so let's jump into the message. Immediately this morning, I was hearing a song. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. All I know, it goes like, you turn me on like a light switch. You turn me on like a light switch. Na 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 na. I don't know how the song goes, but that's just the line I kept hearing over and over again. So let's see what's going on in the energy for my collective. What is this about? I feel like you're on the minds of many, okay? I feel like you don't realize that you're on the minds of many, but you are on the minds of many is the energy that I'm getting. And many of these minds have a lot of energy they want to extend to you. And it feels like you not only have a lot of people thinking about you, but it just seems like these energies can't quite get you, is what I'm getting. Like, they don't necessarily understand you, or they don't get something about you. They don't get everything about you. But it's like one thing that they do know is you really get them to think. You get them to wonder. You get them to question things. You get them to want to know more about you. So if you're resonating with this energy, and especially if you're feminine, you can kind of feel the pull. I'm hearing push and pull, but you can kind of feel the energy of like somebody poking around, or somebody, pulling on your energy to like want to know more about you. And if I'm being honest, for your feminine energy, it could feel like a lot of intrusive like energies around you for absolutely no reason, and you're just going about your day, and then you get all of that all at once, and you're just like, why am I feeling like this? Like, you could, share yourself as much because of that. I'm not getting that you're closed off, but you're not like, you don't just want any and everybody, is the energy that I'm getting. You don't want just any and everybody, in your energy, which, that's an act of self-love, and that's good. So what does the collective need to know about these energies? Because I feel like you get people going, you get people thinking, and you get people in an energy of wanting more from you, or at least wanting to know more about you. And for some of you, it can be intrusive again, like I said. But what does the collective need to know about that energy? I'm hearing somebody could be looking for you. Somebody could be looking for you. What does the collective need to know? What's going on? For some of you, this could be a water sign. I kept seeing this. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I saw this card in the beginning. Why is it in reverse? Oh. like somebody's struggling to believe something though. Somebody's struggling to believe what their heart is telling them. Somebody's struggling to follow their heart. Somebody could be struggling to silence the outside chatter I'm hearing, or the things going on around them, or if like whatever people are saying about a situation, they're it's like it's finding it hard for them to decide for themselves. Almost is the energy that I'm getting. More messages. Yeah, this energy is probably not taking any action towards you, but they are, you know, poking around in your energy. What else collected me to know? If you have been picking up on this energy, and especially I'm hearing for your feminine, trust your intuition when it comes to that, okay? Okay, so it feels like the energy is finding it hard to believe what their heart is telling them about a situation when it comes to you. They haven't been taking, I just saw 2 birds fly up. Oh my gosh. That happened out of nowhere. Okay. So they're not taking any action, or they're struggling to take action, but something about you, they are trusting, okay? So they could be more head over heart, okay? They don't necessarily listen to their heart all the time in situations. They more so are very logical. So there could be something logical here that they're actually trusting to follow when it comes to you. Okay. Messages, please. I'm seeing fire signs, so that could be significant. Aries, Leo, Sag. More messages, please. What does the collective need to know about this energy? There's another song I'm getting. I can't remember the lyrics or the name of it, but I have to look for it. What does the collective need to know about this energy? I'm getting like you stopping somebody in their tracks almost. Like, what does this energy need to know? You could quite literally stop somebody in their tracks. I don't know if you could necessarily scare this person. I just don't think they expect something here. What is this about? What is this energy about for the collective? What do they need to know? Yeah, holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if it's you or this person, but they struggle with how they think. They kind of struggle with sticking to something, like sticking to how they think, or how they, it's only something about their mindset, okay? I feel like they're working on it though. They're definitely working on it with the victory card coming out. The number 28 could be significant. Detach, detach. Oh, okay, you know what? They're not expecting to have a victory with you. They're not actually expecting to, I heard win you over. They're not expecting, something about, something about their end goal is kind of, interesting when it comes to you. There is, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of energies in your energy. There's one particular that I'm focusing on because their energy seems to be the one that I'm hearing turn on the lights. Oh my gosh, this is funny. I'm not laughing at them. It's just like, okay, so what I'm getting from, I'm gonna talk about the other energies first. There's other energies wondering how you do something here. And it has to do with your mindset. It has to do with a victory. It has to do with the way that you don't necessarily give in to them, the way you do not take any action or let these energies around you or in your circle, you know, which is a good thing. You should always have boundaries. You should always, you know, especially if you're a woman, you need that. But it just feels like a lot of energy still wondering about how you do something the way that you do and how you think. And they also can't predict something about you, is the energies that I'm getting from like a group of people. It's more than 5 people, okay? And it's very overwhelming, especially for anybody to kind of like, you know, focus on. But it's really weird actually. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm seeing like a screen. I just saw my face because I have my laptop right here and it's open. It's a black screen and I just saw my face in it. But like what I just got flashed was like a group of people surrounding a screen and just all looking at you like in a group. So it's kind of overwhelming is what I'm talking about with that energy, and it's weird. So anyway, we're not going to connect to that energy, but something about you knowing how to detach from things that really do not serve you in your life is benefiting you in a very positive, uplifting, abundant way, okay? Has to do with your mindset, but there is one energy in particular kind of there to turn the lights on when it comes to you, okay? You guys, music could be significant with this person. They could like music. Yeah, something about music is definitely significant. Every time I say something, I hear a song. So I'm like, who who is this energy? Like, they just really like music. So that could be like a confirmation. You know that I don't know. I know that's such a easy, basic confirmation, but do you know the people that just don't like music? I don't know how a person could not like music, could not like sound, could not like rhythm, could not like it's so weird. It's weird, you know? I'd question those people. I'm not gonna lie. How could you not like music? Music is universal. How do you like I don't know. I think it's like the older generations. I don't think it's ever, if it's a new generation that does not like music at all whatsoever, I would question that too, but I feel like sometimes older generations, they don't necessarily like music as much. I don't know why that's significant, but yeah. There's nothing wrong with not liking music, by the way. If you just like frequency kind of things to clear your minds, like meditation, that's also really good too. Or if you need a break from music, I don't know, that could be for somebody. Somebody here is repairing something. Oh, somebody here is repairing their heart carefully. They're mending their heart, the cracks in their heart when it comes to a past tragic situation. I feel like they're working on mending it because for some reason they have a pull to you and they don't want to come towards you with a broken heart. Wow. Oh, look, we got the magic card. Inaction is the best action. I'm seeing with that, this energy might pop up out of nowhere, or these energies, because they keep wanting me to say like there's a group of people, might pop up out of nowhere, might pop up out of nowhere. Like, what else does this collective need to hear at this time? Yeah, there is. That came out interesting. There's something. Sorry. There's something here that is. I don't know. I'm hearing a little tricky. There's something here that's a little tricky, but it's still possible. It's tricky, but it's possible. That's what I keep hearing. Clear messages, please. What else is collecting need to hear about this energy? Yeah, okay, so I don't know who this energy is that has an unstable mind in a way where it's like once they believe something, they go back on it and then they don't believe it. Or once they want to follow through with something and they're like ready to go and they got their mind right and it's straight, then they can move towards it. But when something happens that's either unexpected or a shift in something, or they don't think about it in the same way anymore, it kind of destabilizes the ground that they walk on and the foundation that they've built. So it's kind of hard for them to move forward from there. Okay, when that does happen, when it's ungrounded, when it's not rooted, this could have to do with somebody's faith, I'm not gonna lie. But for some of you, it could have to do with something about themselves that they've been needing to like reflect on. Okay, something about themselves that they've been needing to reflect on. What I'm getting is like, what do you want to happen, and what do you want to happen in this situation, and what do you believe will happen in this situation, and how are you setting yourself up to actually reach that victory or that goal that you set for that thing. Is, it's like if you don't necessarily have a firm foundation and you are trying to pursue something, but you go back on what you're trying to pursue, it's like you need to get that in order first, is the energy that I'm getting. I did say this is more of like a head over heart situation here when it comes to one energy, but it feels like their heart is still being mended, but their mind is still being worked on too. So that's why it's a tricky situation. Interesting. Everything is connected. Everything is like, a well-oiled machine, or maybe not so, well-oiled. I don't know where I heard that. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, your heart is connected to obviously how you feel, your feelings, your emotions, and your heart always comes first, then your mind, your brain. Your brain can play tricks on you, but your heart never will, because your heart follows the basic gut instinct that we lose as children when we grow up because of the world and the things that we consume. But your basic instinct comes from your body and how your body feels and what your body reacts to. Okay? So if you're keeping yourself from doing something, it's because your physical body is holding you back and you're not truly connected. I don't know. That could be why it's really hard to make up your mind about something or move forward in a situation, because your mind is saying one thing, your heart is saying another. But I do feel like it's not just that. It's like something getting clogged in the machine, and you needing to drain something out in order for it to run smoothly again. But you need to get something in order so the machine can run smoothly again. It's almost like you have to rewire something so it can actually work better for you, instead of against you. You have all the right tools is what I keep getting. You have all the right tools. It's like giving me a game of Operation. I love that game. Does anybody remember that game? Where you have to carefully remove and insert parts of the body, without getting the buzzer. And that's a really fun game, but it's like if you're not careful, you could make the buzzer go off and then you lose, or you got to start all over. And that's what this energy feels like, one in particular. But what else does this collective need to hear at this time? Messages, please. Clear messages for the collective. This is confirmation. This fell on my left hand. So this could be for feminine energy or just both masculine and feminine. But air spirit, unburden your mind. This is following under victory. In order for you to have victory, there's something about the way that you think about a situation needs to be let go of, needs to be released. In order for you to have victory and move forward in a situation. This could be water sign confirmation, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or that could just mean the ways that you express yourself need to be able to flow better in order for your mind to make sense of it. Oh, okay, so I'm getting an energy now of somebody holding back how they feel. Holding back how they feel. Interesting. Somebody could be working on actually getting out of their comfort zone in a situation. Um, excuse me, I'm trying to understand why this is in reverse. It's like these are good energies, but I don't necessarily feel like somebody's doing it in a way of it makes sense. Like I'm getting an energy, okay, I don't know who this is for, I don't know what side you're on, but detaching. Somebody here is detaching, which is good. That's good. Worry over nothing and fear nothing. Truly let go, detach, and leave all of your past behind, emotional or material. Okay. You will be. Anyway, this is all about having a perfect balance. This is about having a perfect balance. Somebody here is learning how to have a balance within their emotions and their mind and detaching from any sort of outcome. But there's like also an energy here kind of refusing to get out of their comfort zone a little bit, and but at the same time detaching. So I don't know if that's really working for you. I don't know if that's really working for you. Can we get more actually? Is there anything else that the collective needs to know? Because I'm trying to understand why. What do we got? Stretch yourself in reverse. Why? Look for this collective message. What else does the collective need to know at this time to help them moving forward? That's funny. You got a blank card. This one popped right on. Inaction is the best action in reverse. Okay, that makes sense. So somebody, whoever is the one in this energy amongst a group of people or one particular person, because it's going back and forth. They keep showing me a group of people and then one person and then a group of people. And I just got a notification when I said that. It's 4:11. But whoever here, okay, if you don't know what to do, you don't know what your next steps are, but you're still in your comfort zone, you're still kind of withdrawn, you're not giving to any situation or one in particular that you kind of are invested in some way because your head's in it and your heart's in it, but you really don't know how to figure out how to get to that victory. But you are learning how to detach, which is very healthy. It's like it feels like your next step is to do the opposite of what you've been doing, which is inaction. So now it's time for action, you know? And that could take you out of your comfort zone. That could be something that you're actually refusing, is to take action on a situation, either call it out for what it is or express how you feel about it, or approach it in a way where even if you don't get what you want, like the outcome that you want, you still are expressing yourself, unburdening your mind, setting it free, letting it be what it is so you can move forward, okay? That is the energy that I'm getting with that. But yeah, again, expressing yourself, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, there could be a lot to do with your emotions that are involved in a situation. Is there anything else? The collective needs to hear this time. Final messages, please. Oh, okay. For whatever reason, somebody in this situation doesn't feel like they deserve this, okay? So that could be what's, clogging up the system when it comes to their mindset and what they I don't know. Somebody's could be just very used to something, and then once they get something that's not what they've been used to, it's kind of scary to, dive into that or obtain it or just have it consistently. So it feels very foreign because it's not something that they're used to. So take this as it resonates. It's 414. This could be something mirroring to each other. But yeah, keep going. Even if something here is complicated or perplexing, or you feel like you just can never understand it or never get it, you're actually learning a lot going through this, okay? You're learning a lot about yourself and how you communicate, how you deal with situations, how your emotions kind of take control or like take a back seat, and like where your mind really takes over in regards to a situation. But energy follows attention. So what I'm getting is like you're still oiling the machine, you're still feeding the machine in some way, you're still paying attention to it. And I feel like the reason why it's still running is because the lights are on, okay? You've put in so much time and effort to work on this machine that it's like you're bound to get it. You're bound to get the issue so you could, rewire it so it can run even better and it's not making that noise. But yeah, keep going, okay? Because you're gonna get there. And you got this. That's the energy that I'm getting. Like, you got this. Very, very motivational, okay? But yeah, keep going. You will get there. There's actually, I was going to say, there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to whatever the situation is when you do figure it out. It's like, I'm hearing it's like right around the corner. So, yeah, that's the message for today, you guys. I hope this finds who it truly resonates with, and I will see you guys in the next message.